welcome to another video. I am bored. I'm so bored. So I thought to just talk to the camera and make another TFNation video because it is playing on my mind. Again, the excitement, the interest, everything about this whole event is causing a mayhem of thoughts in my mind. Many of whom these thoughts will probably, on the day of going down or the day of travel, will probably turn into anxiety. That's usually how these things go. The more I think about things, the more I get excited about things, then I start getting worked up on things, and then anxiety happens. But anyway, I'm not going to talk about that. But that's usually how my head works. But anyway, so, since I'm bored and I can't sleep, even though I've not really tried to sleep, but it is like 4 o'clock in the morning on Saturday morning. So today, Saturday, as this is going up, it is 4 in the morning and I'm still up. And it's my day off today, so not too bad. But I'm making this video because I kind of haven't done a video like this before, and I haven't done one yet. I haven't done my own version talking about my TFNation shopping list. So I thought to just take this opportunity, since I can't sleep and I'm worked up and I've got so much on my mind at the moment with things going on, all coming up very quickly. I just thought to just talk about my TFNation shopping list in some sort of nutshell. Now, I kind of uploaded. I don't know where I don't know. Beep. Reset. Anyway, so pretty much, I on Facebook on the People Going to TFNation 2018 group on there, I posted like a little jokey kind of thing, kind of listing 6 things, kind of like a shopping list kind of thing, but I just want to kind of elaborate upon that. Pretty much on that one, I just pretty much said, you know, which is true still even in this video, you know, money this year isn't great, and quite frankly, I don't really care. I honestly don't care if I can't afford to really buy much this year, because money has been a bit of a problem, and I'm literally having to try and get any sort of cash together because I've got 2 things going on within like a month between each other, and like obviously Benidorm is September, so it's like a month after TFNation. I've got to try and scramble together what money I've got left after TFNation and try and put something towards for going away, because I've only got 1 more month's pay before I go on holiday to Benidorm, and that is pretty much going to help me out with some spending cash while I'm away. And so pretty much I'm going to be tethering myself and strictly trying to watch my spending. I'm not going to, I mean, obviously I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm going to be, you know, socialising, going to be having alcohol, I'm going to be, you know, food, but I'm just going to kind of have to watch myself on the plastic. But with this being a TFNation 2018 shopping list video, what is my shopping list? Pretty much, I'm just going to kind of name a couple of things. I've no idea whether I'll be able to afford it, because quite frankly I have no idea. It all depends on pricing, depends when I go into that dealer room on what exactly I, you know, what I see. So, long story short, let me get into this goddamn video already. This is what boredom does to you guys. This is what boredom does to me. I yammer on. I have no context to the video at hand. I can't be... Well, I am editing this because obviously this is slightly edited, but I'm not going to be completely editing it. I'm just going to put it together and upload it because I'm in that kind of mood. But anyway, so what am I looking forward to? What would I like to get? Well, I'm always on the lookout for anything Beast Wars. I mean, I've got so much Beast Wars stuff. I mean, I haven't got everything because, quite frankly, I haven't got the room for everything Beast Wars related because there's so many. There's like, you got the main 95, 96 line, which was by Kenner, and then obviously later on Hasbro. So I've got majority of the original. I've got literally nearly every main character so far. I haven't got every main character, but I've got pretty much nearly every main character from the original CGI Beast Wars show. I've also got quite a lot of sub characters from like Beast Wars 2 and Beast Wars Neo, and so on and so forth. So yeah, I would like to try and see whatever's there. I mean, like I say, I mean, for me, it has transformed from when I first went to a convention, which was back in 2010, from literally being a slobbering mess. The inner child come out of me and took over my mind, and I spent nearly over £1,000 all over the entire weekend on everything. That's not just toys, everything. Over £1,000 on the first year going. And quite frankly, since then, I kind of scared myself that, you know, I'm usually quite a responsible person when it comes to money, and I don't like to waste my money. I like to kind of think things out and think, do I really need this? And if it is something I really want, then I will save for it and I will buy it. I like to strategize a little bit when it comes to money, and sometimes it doesn't work out like that. Sometimes you do have spontaneous purchases, which is kind of normal, really. But for the most part, I try to kind of keep on top with my spending and try and keep on top of my money. And I don't like to be, you know, I don't like to kind of waste my money. And I kind of feel the first 2 or 3 conventions since 2010, I did that very badly. I pretty much just abused my wallet and didn't appreciate half the stuff I bought. And that is the point I want to kind of make here, is that anybody going for the first time this year, yeah, by all means, enjoy yourself. Have a look around the dealer room, and if you see something you like, pick it up. By all means, it is down to you. But I will say, just really watch what you're doing, because it's very easy to lose yourself. It's very easy to lose yourself in the moment when you walk through those doors for the first time, and you are met with a mountain of toys that you probably never even imagined you would ever see in your life. And quite frankly, it does take a hell of a lot of you out of you. I mean, the more times you do go to conventions, it just becomes kind of a normal thing. Like, that wasn't there last year. That's kind of where my mind is now. But to be honest, I would just say, for anyone going for the first time, it's never been to a convention before, I would just say, just really watch yourself, pace yourself. Just don't spend all your cash all at once when they're like the first day and you've got no more money to enjoy yourself on the second day, and you've got no money to get yourself any food or drink. So pace yourself, budget yourself. Budgeting is kind of the thing that TFNation always says to do. Just budget. I know I sound like a big, you know, like your dad in the background, like, don't you be spending too much. You need to do money for this. You need money for that. I'm not going to be doing that. I'm not going to be waving my little finger around, my big finger around. But you know, it's just kind of got to pace yourself. You know what I mean? I know everybody that goes to conventions know it's very hard to pace yourself sometimes. But when money isn't great, or if you've only got a set amount of cash, it's always good to just pace yourself, especially if it's your first time. It's just trying to keep your mind, trying to kind of stop that inner child thing taking over, and then you do something a bit rash. But we've all been there. We all learn from those mistakes, regardless. But yeah, to be honest, like I say, my shopping list is like Beast Wars. If there's anything that isn't relatively expensive, like overly expensive, I wouldn't mind something maybe third party, like maybe Mastermind Creations, something from them or whatever. I do like the Mastermind Creations reformatted line, and quite frankly, there is one figure I would like from the Mastermind Creation line, and it is it's a figure that I saw last year and I never picked it up, and I think it's the Masterman Creations, is it Rodimus or Hot Rod, the Nemesis one? They've done two versions. They've done the original kind of colour schemed one, Rodimus or whatever, Hot Rod, whatever version. I think is it Callus? Is it Callus or something like that? But I'm sure it begins with a C. But anyway, so yeah, so they've released a formatted version, but I want to get the Nemesis one because I just love the whole Nemesis shattered glass idea. I've always been a fan of the whole shattered glass aesthetic. So, the Nemesis evil aesthetic. So I might, maybe if that's around, if it's not too expensive, I might pick up. I also might pick up some Hot Soldiers, which is the little mini G1 looking, based on G1 third party little figures called Hot Soldiers. I noticed they've released a Bumblebee now, Ironhide, Soundwave, Sound Blaster. Obviously their own interpretations, but they've released quite a few characters for the Hot Soldiers now, and they're not too expensive, so I may pick a couple of those up. Oh, there is something else. I might pick up if I can get to them in time. I've got a feeling that they might maybe sell out pretty quickly, but if they do, it doesn't really matter. But I would like to get some the Unrustables. Is it the Rustable? What is it? Unrustable Renegade Bastard things? I don't know. Like a third party line that's the Unrust. I don't know. I can't really remember the name now. But anyway, so yeah, so third party stuff. And then what else? Pretty much anything that catches my mind. So pretty much all I can think of top of my head is Beast Wars, anything Beast Wars, like Transmetal 2, Beast Wars 2, Beast Wars Neo, anything like that. G1 depends. G1 really. Power of the Prime. When Power of the Prime first came out, I wasn't too chuffed with it because, quite frankly, I really do love the Titan Returns line. There's a couple of stinkers. Quite frankly, I've got one of those stinkers. I don't like it at all, and it's the Alpha Trion Titan Returns figure. I do not like it at all. I kind of regret buying it, but I bought it because I thought, why not? I'll just give it a try. I haven't got an Alpha Trion in my collection, so I thought, why not? I'll give it a go. But yeah, I don't like it. I don't like the deco. So yeah, that's the only one I don't like from what I've got. But the rest of them I love. I think the Titan Returns line is fantastic. Out the Combiner Wars, Titan Returns, and Power of the Primes, I think Titan Returns really stands out the most out of those three lines, in my personal opinion. But Power of the Primes, I think the more stuff's been released, and I'm merely wanting to get the Terracons, merely the Terracon figures. I'm not too chuffed about anything else. But I think the Terracon ones are kind of interesting me. They look pretty cool. I've only seen about 2 or 3 of them so far, but I know there's quite a few different ones. But I might, if I can get in there quick enough or within enough time, I might see about picking up a couple of the Terracons, depending on their prices. Artwork is always good. I always like to go around the artists. It's always good to kind of get an idea. Also, Artist Alley as well, which is, or whatever you want to call it, the Forge. They call it the Forge. I like to go around Artist Alley or the Forge. Well, they call it the Forge at TFNation, but if you've been to a comic convention, they usually call it the Artist Alley. So it's kind of like TFN's version of that. But I like to go around there and check out the independent artists and support them as much as I possibly can. And then the main artists, guests of honour as well. I always like to go around those. I mean, and anything else? Not really. I can't think of anything else. It depends. It depends what grabs me. I mean, the way I operate now, like I said, you know, back when I went to TFNation Auto Assembly back in 2010, which is my first ever, to when I went into that dealer room and I just kind of just went through my money pretty much very easily and quickly throughout the whole weekend. And then coming to now, I kind of think to myself, well, you know, I didn't appreciate half the stuff I bought. I barely have any of the stuff I bought back then anyway. I only have like a couple of things. So so what I do is I usually just try and buy stuff now that I think, oh, that's pretty cool, and I make sure it's something that I kind of think, yeah, I definitely want to keep that. That is something I want to keep. That looks awesome. So something that I appreciate to buy. So I kind of think before I buy a little bit more now. It's kind of, you know, that's just me. You know, that's how I deal with conventions now. You need to go in there with a bit of a, you know, your head on your shoulders a little bit now. That's what I think, because it's just so easy to just destroy your wallet within no time at all. I mean, if you want to do that, do that. I mean, if you've got enough cash in your wallet to go and do that, then fine. But yeah, I'm just saying, people that are on a bit of a budget, I would just say, you know, stick to your budget, stick to that kind of strategy, and you should be good. You should be good. But anyway, so I'm going to bring this to an end. That is my shopping list video. Bit mundane, nothing real of interest, but yeah, just to kind of give you a rundown. So anything like Beast Wars 2, Beast Wars Neo, Transmetal, Power of the Primes, Titan Returns, because there is a couple of things in Titan Returns I didn't manage to get hold of, but I still want to get, so I might see about Titan Returns stuff as well. Terracons, Power of the Prime Terracons, anything third party, like I think is it Callus, which is the third party Masterman Creations reformatted Rodimus or Hot Rod or whatever. Probably the Nemesis Evil one. And then artwork. That's pretty much it for me. And obviously try and get myself a nice autograph from Stan Bush in the photo. I'm going to literally force myself this year, because that is one thing with me. Oh, excuse me. That is one thing with me, is I freeze up on meeting guests. I don't know if anybody else has this same problem. If you do, please let me know in the comments. But I freeze up when I meet customers. I spoke to Bob Budiansky last year, but I was like a blubbering mess. I was just like, "Hi Bob, such a big fan," and then I just couldn't get any more words out after that. And he just like signed my book, and that was it. Felt very awkward. I'm still, you know, I feel a bit awkward around, you know, I don't know what to really talk about. I don't want to be like one of those, you know, you get so many people that go up with the same thing. Oh, I love your work, I love you, thank you very much, can you sign this? You know, I want to kind of be, like, stand out from the crowd kind of thing. I want to try and be a bit more, like, you know, talk to them as a human being rather than just an avid fan. You know, but it's just trying to find the words, and I find it very difficult to do that sometimes. But Stan Bush, I think a few people are going to be a bit nervous meeting Stan Bush. But I'm going to make it my mission, my opportunity. At least I don't think I'll be able to do it. To be honest, it'll be very difficult, because I know Stan Bush will be swamped. He'll be swamped for autographs. So I'm going to just kind of pace myself. Whenever I see an open opportunity or the line isn't as big, I will then consider it. But yeah, Stan Bush is definitely on my radar to meet this year. Yeah, maybe the other guests as well, because obviously there's some awesome guests that I can meet as well. But Stan Bush is the main source of interest. But anyway, so thank you ever so much for watching, my friends. And this is just another TFNation video, my TFNation shopping list. Kind of a response video as well, because I think Tony did one and Ian did one, I'm not sure. So anyway, before I lose my voice, thank you very much for watching. So peace, bye for now.